He said he loved killing because it was so much fun. He taunted police, mocked reporters, and signed his letters with a circle and a cross, like the sight on a rifle. Then, he vanished. But not before leaving behind a series of cryptic ciphers, some cracked, some still unsolved. One of them, for over 50 years, defied every expert codebreaker and government analyst who tried to unlock it. Until now. As you watch this, ask yourself, what if we were never meant to solve the Zodiac's final message? Or worse, what if we did, and we simply missed what it truly meant? Before we dive into this terrifying mystery, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below. Do you think the Zodiac Killer was ever caught, but never exposed? Northern California, late 1960s. A time of peace rallies, flower power, and the hope of a changing world. But beneath that haze of optimism, something dark was stirring. A killer moved silently in the night, striking couples parked in lovers' lanes, ambushing unsuspecting victims, and sending taunting letters to the press. The police were desperate, the public was terrified. And the killer, he seemed to enjoy the game. He called himself the Zodiac. He didn't just murder, he performed. Every kill was followed by a letter. Every letter, a puzzle. Every puzzle, a dare. He once wrote, "I hope you are having lots of fun in trying to catch me. It wasn't me on the TV show. I'm not afraid of the gas chamber, because it will send me to paradise all the sooner." His words weren't just threats, they were psychological warfare. And the cipher he left behind wasn't just a code. It was a message from a man who believed himself untouchable, immortal. As the shadows lengthened over the Bay Area, a new fear settled in. The Zodiac wasn't just killing, he was writing his own legend. But what if the story's not over? What if the Zodiac's final message, his final cipher, still holds the key to everything? Do you think the Zodiac was trying to confess or distract us with his cryptic letters? It began on a cold December night in 1968. Two teenagers, Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday, parked along a quiet road in Vallejo, California. They were on their first date. They never made it home. Someone approached their car, fired a .22 caliber pistol, and vanished into the darkness. Just 7 months later, it happened again. Darlene Ferrin and Mike Mageau were shot in a parked car at Blue Rock Springs. This time, the killer didn't just disappear. He called the police. Calm, proud. He claimed responsibility for both shootings and offered chilling details only the killer could have known. Then came the letters. 3 newspapers received nearly identical notes, each one containing a different piece of a strange, complex cipher. He demanded they publish them, or he'd strike again. He signed with a symbol, a circle with a cross through it. He said, "In this cipher is my identity." The public scrambled to crack the codes. Linguists, cryptographers, even military intelligence experts joined the hunt. One of the ciphers was solved. It spoke of slaves in paradise, of joy in killing. But the others, especially the infamous Z340, would remain a mystery for more than 50 years. The Zodiac continued his spree. In Lake Berryessa, he approached a couple wearing a hood and symbol on his chest, like a twisted executioner. He bound them both, then stabbed them repeatedly. He even drew his symbol on their car door. Later in San Francisco, cab driver Paul Stein was shot in the back of the head. This time the killer took a trophy, part of Stein's bloody shirt, and mailed it to the newspaper. A terrifying message followed. "School children make nice targets. I shall wipe out a school bus some morning." Panic gripped the city, and just like that, he was gone. The murders stopped, the letters slowed, and the Zodiac melted back into the fog he came from. Why do you think the Zodiac suddenly vanished? Did he die, flee, or was he hiding in plain sight? From the moment the first cipher arrived, the Zodiac case became one of the most intense manhunts in American history. Hundreds of detectives, reporters, and even amateur sleuths became obsessed with catching the killer. The Vallejo and San Francisco police departments launched full-scale investigations. The FBI joined in. Thousands of suspects were interviewed, but every promising lead ended in a dead end. The letters didn't stop. They became taunting, mocking. The Zodiac teased the police, gave hints, threatened more violence. In one letter he wrote, "I am not afraid of the gas chamber, because it will send me to paradise all the sooner." But the real nightmare was the possibility that he was watching the investigation unfold, laughing from a distance. One suspect became the center of attention. Arthur Lee Allen. He matched the description. He owned a watch with the Zodiac symbol. He had connections to the areas of the murders. And yet, no hard evidence ever linked him to the crimes. No fingerprints, no DNA, nothing. Years passed. The ciphers remained mostly unsolved. The 340-character cipher, mailed in 1969, stood as an unbreakable wall until December 2020, when a team of amateur codebreakers finally cracked it. But instead of a name, it revealed only more madness. I hope you're having lots of fun in trying to catch me. I'm not afraid of the gas chamber. No identity, no confession, just another riddle. Technology has advanced. DNA genealogy has helped solve other cold cases. But the Zodiac, he still eludes us. Do you believe the Zodiac was Arthur Lee Allen, or did the real killer take his secret to the grave? ChatGPT said, despite hundreds of leads, thousands of hours of investigation, and decades of obsession, the Zodiac was never caught. He simply vanished. The killings stopped. The letters slowed. And then, silence. The final confirmed letter from the Zodiac arrived in 1974. It was short, cryptic, and cold. After that, nothing more. No confirmed killings, no more ciphers. Just echoes of a voice that once terrorized an entire state. Arthur Lee Allen, the most prominent suspect, died in 1992. And while suspicion still clings to his name, no direct link to the crimes was ever proven. Other suspects have emerged: teachers, truck drivers, convicted criminals. Each one comes with compelling circumstantial evidence, and each one falls short of certainty. In 2021, a group of private investigators claimed to have identified the Zodiac as Gary Francis Post, a deceased Air Force veteran with a dark past. They presented a collection of photographs, scars, and alleged forensic clues. But law enforcement remains unconvinced. Without definitive DNA or a confession, it remains speculation. So, the Zodiac case remains one of the most chilling unsolved mysteries in American history. We may never know who he was, but his shadow still lingers, etched in unsolved codes, police files, and the haunted memories of those who lived through the fear. Because sometimes, evil doesn't disappear. It just stops talking. Do you think the Zodiac really stopped killing, or just stopped writing? Could he still be out there? Or did he die without ever facing justice?